So, what happens now? We are an enemy to China and we are no longer friends with
Hi,
Canada.
beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl once again on this channel. So, all credit goes to the creators in those videos. Guys, a lot is really going on now. So, in today's video,
I'm at the port of LA, and it's true. Everything's empty. The ships are not coming in. If anything, the ships that are out there right now, they've all stopped. Do you know how much dock workers make? They aren't getting jobs anymore. They are losing their jobs. These are the best jobs. These were the most secure jobs you could have in this area, and they are dying. And when the goods aren't coming in and the dock workers aren't working, then all the businesses around us and beyond are going to be affected. It's very upsetting when you do everything right, everything you're supposed to do, and yet we're still suffering. And it's not our faults. It's not our faults. It's the people up top. It's the government. It's the billionaires. It's the rich. You get what you voted for. And now what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot more angrier citizens. We are so used to getting what we want and getting it fast. So when you go to the store, do not yell at these workers. Do not scream. Do not complain. Go to your congressman.
Did you hear about that guy talking about the MAGA supporters and DEI and something that's really appropriate that I'm going to put it out here too because I got really angry last night. This goes back to my last post that I didn't finish up on. I appreciate some of your comments. You know, with my son and his disabilities, I'm like, why MAGA supporters, why are you against helping those that are disabled? Why? I don't get it. Because quite honestly, whether diagnosed or not, we all have a disability. And when you say let's eliminate DEI, that includes inclusion, which includes those with disabilities. Why the hell are you supportive of that? I don't get it. And this goes back to the uneducated that firmly, clearly do not understand or get it. What the hell is going on? Help me understand that.
Americans are taking out loans to be able to buy groceries every month, and 41% of those people are unable to pay their loan payments on time. I agree with Bernie Sanders. We have had an enormous problem with wage theft in our country for, 60, 70 years. And now it's finally going to come back and bite corporate America in the ass because people do not have enough money to buy bullshit anymore. Between the tariffs and the enormous number of jobs that have been lost in the last 100 days, we are in for a dark time economically. And people didn't have the savings. They didn't have the savings to deal with this. I know we're told over and over again, you're supposed to have 6 months worth of bills saved in a savings account. Who the fuck has that? I wish I did. I don't. Most Americans cannot cover a $1,000 surprise emergency right now. So when you take people that are already on the brink of cracking financially and you add an additional financial burden to them, what is going to happen? And at the end of the day, this is 100% the fault of corporate greed. This was all preventable.
America, I need to know, what are gas prices in your town? Toronto Dump just posted that gasoline just broke $1.98 a gallon, lowest in years. In my neck of the woods, however, gas is $3.56 a gallon and premium is $4 per gallon. I digress. He goes on to say groceries and eggs, because groceries doesn't actually include eggs, they're a separate category, are down. And what I think he means by down is demand is down because nobody can afford them anymore. Energy down, mortgage rates down, employment strong, and much more good news as capital B billions of capital D dollars pour in from capital T tariffs, just like I said. And we're only in a transition stage. We're only in a transition stage. Gotta yell it. Just getting started, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Consumers have been waiting for years to see pricing come down. No inflation, the Fed should lower its rate, and he signs it with his initials, as boomers do, DJT.
Take a listen to these women and tell me if you believe anything that they're saying.
Hi everyone, so I'm with one of my really good friends. She voted for Trump. And you know what? Well, yes, but guess what? It's not time for us to do that. The time is come for us to figure this shit out.
No, we already had it figured out. You don't get a pass. You don't get the call for unity now. Calling for unity now is like offering Caitlyn Jenner a hand. You're a little too late.
People want to hear that you regret your vote.
As of right now, I'm very unhappy with where we are economically.
There we are. You mean you're getting economically hit? Who the fuck would have guessed that?
But guess what? This needed to happen. We needed for him to win, rigged or not, for him to win and for all of us to come together. So what we are saying tonight, let's come together. Exactly. Let's come together. We're all Americans.
Stop the division.
No, this didn't need to happen. Stop the division? Where the fuck were you on January 6th? Where were you when there was good people on both sides? Stop the division. Where were you when he was degrading women? Where were you during these things, huh? Nope. Fuck around and find out. No unity
Did you
here.
vote for Trump last time?
Yes, he's a good person.
Yeah.
He better one more 4 years. That better.
Are you happy? Do you think he's doing a good job or not really?
Nobody could make every food go up. Okay, you see now the eggs too expensive too.
So you're not happy with him because prices are going up?
Everything up.
Yeah. You voted for Harris?
Yeah.
So we're here at Eden Center. This is really the heart of the Vietnamese American community in Northern Virginia. And we've been talking to business owners and customers to get a sense of how they feel about the first 100 days of the Trump administration. And what's clear is that the community is quite divided.
So I voted for the Democratic candidate. Yeah.
Kamala Harris?
Yes.
And can you tell me why?
I believe in honesty, I believe in credibility,
The shop owner across the hallway was wearing a Make America Great Again hat. So, you see that all around you here, right?
Yeah, we're good neighbor. I like him a lot.
Vietnamese Americans tend to lean more Republican than any other Asian American group. Part of that is rooted in the fact that the older generation of Vietnamese refugees that came to the U.S. after the Vietnam War, many of them associate the Democratic Party with communism.
I escaped my country because of communists in my country. After the 1975, right? Henry Kissinger, they sell my country.
There are so many people across so many industries that have fucked around by voting for Donald Trump and are now finding out. Any of the longshoremen that were used to these huge, busy ports are experiencing complete downturns. The truck drivers who pick things up from these ports and drive them across the country, they're going to start being laid off or losing their trucks. UPS just fired 20,000 people because they don't have enough to deliver from Amazon. So many people. And pig farmers are finding out in a huge way as well, as China canceled an order for 1,200 metric pounds of pork. There are so many people. Farmers with the soybeans that are being cut off by China, the beef industry, all these people. All these industries sound a lot like people who voted for Donald Trump. Not all of them. I know people are going to be in here and say, I'm a farmer and I didn't vote for him. I understand not everybody did. But if we're looking at industries where probably the vast majority of people did, those would be some of them. So they are finding out in a big way that Donald Trump and his tariffs are a complete disaster. Just like Kamala Harris said, just like all the liberal content creators on this app said, we would be in a recession by this summer. We were kind of wrong because it might be by this spring. We might be in a recession here in a month or two. So get ready, strap it down because there's a lot of FAFO flying through the air right now. And unfortunately, we're all going to be caught up in it.